Hello out there.
Good afternoon.
We should be live.
Hopefully you are going to be joining us, and if not, you can watch it later. It is a beautiful Sunday. Actually, it's really gloomy, but it's the week before Christmas.
Yes, it is.
So people are getting excited. They're bulking up.
Are they?
I don't know. It's holiday season. That's kind of what happens.
What are you guys getting for Christmas presents this year?
Yeah, it's really easy shopping for him.
What'd you get me so far?
I can't tell you. You guys will find out.
Okay. I got you a few good things. We'll see. We'll see how she likes them. The audio is good and everything. Cheers from Chicago. Yeah, we're a little late today. Sorry, we're busy. We want to do a bunch of recipes because our cookbook number 2 is coming to a close, but...
Yeah, we might need an extension on that puppy.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. So today we are making, if you don't know, we're making our gingerbread cake from our food blog, KetoConnect.net. I already have it going because I'm browning the butter. This is, I think, one of the necessary steps in creating that like delicious gingerbread toasted flavor, the brown butter flavor. So I'm browning 4 tablespoons of butter right now. And that takes like 5 to 10 minutes. So I got that going.
The butter's brown.
Yes.
How do you do when browning? And a good trick is to use like a clear or like a silver bottom pan. If you use a black bottom pan, like a non-stick type pan, then you can't really tell when it's starting to brown, right?
Yeah, so there's a couple steps that happen while you're browning the butter. You add the butter. I would medium heat to, play it safe. You can turn it up to medium-high heat if you're cranked for time, which is what I did. And it'll start to foam over. The butter will become yellower. It'll foam. And then you'll have to keep swirling it to see under the foam because it starts to brown. And then it'll still stay pretty foamy. And then it just turns brown over time. I would say 5.
It's a little burned, smelling.
And there'll be some grit, browned, burnt bits. So we're going to strain it out. After it's browned.
Drake T. Draco, $5 donation. Thank you for all your advice and experiences shared. For I just want to let you know that your cookbook was #1 birthday list. 50 pounds lost. That is amazing. Yeah, a lot of people saying they like the cookbook. We really appreciate it. It's our first ever cookbook, so we didn't really know what we were doing.
All right, so I have finished browning the butter.
Done?
Can you smell it?
Yeah, it smells pretty brown.
It smells browned, caramelized. So I'm going to strain it, and hopefully you'll be able to see. I'll show you.
Your cookbook was not at Costco last weekend. I think there is going to be a restocking of it or something. Didn't they say that?
Yeah.
I think it might be mostly sold out right now.
So I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, so you get a fair bit of it strained out.
Yeah.
Hip hop channel where we talk hip hop. That could be fun.
So you can see the browned bits, hopefully.
Dang, a lot of people saying the audio is bad.
Is the same audio?
I don't know why this happens. Ever since we got the fiber internet, it's been really bad. Stream is very choppy, so much lag. Everyone's saying, okay, just let's wait 1 second. Everyone's saying lag, sorry. What if I just close that?
Computer written on.
Maybe I should restart this?
Sure.
Everyone's saying it's really choppy. Let me try restarting the stream real quick. Okay, we're back.
Is it working?
Let us know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've already browned the butter, but I'll show it to you guys. We're starting over.
So yeah, tell them what we're making.
We are making the gingerbread cake, gingerbread brownies, whatever you decide to cut them up from our food blog, KetoConnect.net. It's definitely a Christmas recipe, and Christmas is right around the corner. So hopefully you guys are, feeling good? Feeling ready to take on the new year? I am.
Little better. People are saying way better, but still bad. I don't understand why this happens. We have like high quality internet. Buffering again. I don't know why this would be happening.
Should we just use my phone?
One sec, I'm gonna try looking into this. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's working the past 2 weeks, right?
It's good. Everyone's saying it looks good now. Okay. Let us just let me know.
It's still buffering. It's still buffering.
If it's better. Okay. Okay. So if it becomes bad again, just let me know. Refresh the browsers, someone said. Okay. So we're making gingerbread cake. It's really delicious.
Yeah.
Is there like, you use ginger powder?
Yeah. So we only used 3 seasonings, and I didn't even know allspice was its own seasoning until we made this recipe a year ago. So we have cinnamon, ginger, and allspice for the seasonings. But most importantly, what I think really does the trick for this recipe is the browned butter, which I already did. I wanted to get that out of the way because it takes a little bit of time. So you brown it on the stove. I'll tell you again how we did it. It's medium or medium-high heat if you're feeling a little risky. Add the butter. Let the butter melt. It'll start to foam. It'll turn a deeper color. And in a couple minutes, it'll brown. So just allow it to keep heating. You don't want to like heat it too high though. So don't do high heat. So it'll brown over time, and then you can swirl it and you can see under the foam that it'll start to brown. Once you can really smell it, it's fragrant, it's caramel, it's brown smell. Yeah. Then it should be good to go. It
smells like caramel.
Yeah, the butter.
Like toffee.
So I strained off the bits from the butter.
That's like the burned parts.
Yeah, and then the butter is really, really brown. I don't know how I could show you. Oh, I can put it in a clear bowl.
Is agave oil bad or good? I don't know what agave oil is. Are you talking about like agave nectar? It's just sugar by another name. I wouldn't use it.
So you can see how brown that butter is? So that's gonna add a lot of richness, a lot of flavor.
You just clarified butter. No, we browned the butter. We didn't clarify the butter. I mean, it is clarified because you're removing like some of the milk solids from it, but you don't like brown it when you clarify it, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think you'd clarify it probably at a lower heat for shorter, right? Or for
I've never
longer.
actually made ghee, but I know it doesn't look brown.
This
like
is this is brown butter. This is just literally brown butter. Okay.
What do you think of cooking keto in an Instant Pot? I think it could be good if you're the type of person that just like set it and forget it. We mainly use ours for bone broth, sometimes like soups.
Yeah, I've made a pretty good soup from it. Okay, so
Mega Make Matt show his tots.
Sugar tots.
$2 donation. What are tots? Like tater tots?
Or your titties. Is that what they're talking about?
Probably. Nipples, someone said.
Okay, so we are going to start to make this. So I think this is cooled. I want my butter to have cooled.
I was thinking you could maybe make this into like cupcakes too.
Yeah, do you want to do that instead?
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna add all the ingredients to the bowl. So we have our brown butter. We did 1/4 cup.
And there's a cream cheese icing recipe that goes with this. It goes perfectly with this.
It's
if you guys
on
want
the
to make
post.
that. We're not gonna make it today though. And I'll link the post really quick here. Have you ever made these into cupcakes? No, we have not. If you just Google Keto Connect gingerbread cake, you'll get to the recipe. Any of our recipes, if you just Google the recipe with Keto Connect before it, you basically will be able to find it.
If it exists.
Yeah.
And now I'm adding 4 eggs. That butter smells so good. And I also have the oven preheated to 350.
You think the Aura ring is worth the investment? I don't know, but we just ordered them, and it's like a 8 or 12 week process to actually get it. So we'll report back once we test it out for a little while.
They are very expensive.
A lot of people seem to love it. How much are they? Like $300?
Yeah, they are.
And if you guys don't know what an Oura ring is, it's kind of like a Fitbit, but it's a ring, and it mainly tracks sleep and like your readiness for the day, that type of stuff, heart rate variability. We need your ebook, your book as an ebook. Can they buy it on Kindle? I think they can. I think you can get it on Kindle on Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's possible. I think that is possible.
Keto Made Easy.
All right, so I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. There's the baking powder.
Please tell me, am I supposed to count carbs and stevia in the raw? Yes, because that contains sugar, right? Or is it dextrose or something? It contains some kind of carbs, yeah.
Or it might be fructose. So
I wouldn't
sugar.
buy stevia in the raw.
So it's 3/4 cup of erythritol.
Are the eggs room temperature?
No.
No, but they probably should be.
They should be. We just, And then I'm going to also add the seasonings, which is 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
Yeah, you can buy it on Kindle, a bunch of people have said. The stevia in the raw contains dextrose, so yeah, I wouldn't personally use that, but if you're using just a packet, it's not a huge deal. I'd count the carbs though, it's probably like 2 grams or so.
2 teaspoons ground ginger, so that's a lot of ginger, but I think it's offset by like the other flavor, so it's not too intense.
Go ahead.
And then 1/2 teaspoon allspice.
Do you get a bigger cut from buying your cookbook from your site or Amazon? I want to order it, but I want to make sure you get the most. Thank you, we appreciate that. But we actually make it on the original sale. So like when Amazon buys it or whatever, or like Costco buys it, I think that's what our profit is calculated off of, right?
Yeah.
So wherever you buy it from, it's the same.
And then I added my coconut flour, 3/4 cup, and my baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon. And then it also calls for maple extract, which I think would be great. I don't know if we have any actually, so I'm just not going to add that. It'll still be delicious.
Had your cookbook and all ebooks laminated and spiralized. I plan to hand them down to my future children.
Aw,
That's
thank
incredible.
you.
Have you looked into getting a continuous glucose monitor? We did a little bit, but
It's not easy to just get one.
it's about $300.
What I could tell.
Yeah. And you have a needle in your arm for a month long. So, like, it doesn't, I mean, we would only be doing it to give you guys data and, like, find data. But honestly, my
It'd be
glucose...
data on us, though.
Yeah. My glucose is always pretty stable. It's not going to tell me all that much, I don't think. But it's more like a type 1 diabetic type of thing. Or just biohackers that, like, are really concerned with their glucose. But, yeah, maybe we could get one at some point.
Should we do muffins? Because it takes 45 minutes to do the loaf.
Let's
Maybe
do muffins.
Muffins will be quicker. So we're gonna do muffins instead. And again, the oven preheated to 350, I believe.
Can you do a video for keto baking powder as alternative, please? Thank you from Saudi. So are you talking like flours or actual baking powder? Because baking powder doesn't really have an alternative, but, or does it have an alternative? Some people do like, I don't know. No, I don't think it has an alternative. But as far as like flours go, there's coconut flour and almond flour. Those are going to be the best two. But you can make stuff out of like any nut flour. Like there's pecan flour you can buy. Some people do sunflower, seed flour. You can do peanut flour. There's a lot of flours.
Okay, I have my silicone muffin mold here, and I don't know how many it's gonna make because we've never done the brownies. So I'm just gonna fill.
I'm gonna guess 7.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll guess 9. So my dough is firm. It's really firm. This is what it's gonna look like.
To the ingredients, do you add molasses? No, we don't. You could if you're gonna do
Like
molasses.
paleo? Is that right?
Yeah, molasses has sugar in it though, so we typically don't use it. I see some recipes though that do use it if it's just a small amount.
Because you use such a small amount.
Yeah.
We just opted not to.
Is there any form of keto milk chocolate? Yeah, there's a bunch of
Lily's.
low carb companies that make them. Lily's, there's other ones
So
too.
this is the loaf or the dough.
No, it comes together.
It's like cookie dough almost.
No, we can make, no, you can't make cookies.
I'm just using a cookie scooper right now to scoop out.
Do you guys like your neighbors?
Yeah, we do. We really like them. We actually went to a neighbor party recently. Everyone got really drunk.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Good times. For your ebook in Amazon, it says this title is not currently available for purchase. Maybe it's like the area you live in or something? I think it should be available.
Is it sold out?
The name of our cookbook is Keto Made Easy, and then we're working on a second one, which is going to have some meal preps in it. It's going to be more of a guidebook.
No title yet.
Yeah, no title. It'll have a bunch of really good recipes, over 100 recipes. It'll be more of a guidebook. I still haven't like really started writing it. I think there'll be an FAQ section, stuff like that. Tips for getting my fat in when keeping my calories under 1,500. So it's
The same way you would if you had more calories, right?
Yeah, it's more about hitting your macros, just hitting your macros, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the challenge. So what's your current struggle? Are you eating too much protein? I guess it would probably be if you're not getting your fat in under 1,500 calories. But that could be a good thing too. You don't have to just get your fat in for the sake of doing that. You should like be like figuring out how you feel with what foods you're eating. And yeah, just like eating, learning about your body, adjusting. That's kind of the whole goal. It's not just like hitting these numbers because someone said that's what you should do, right?
Okay, so I'm assuming these are not going to rise too much. So I'm
No,
pressing
you're really jamming them full. How many did you make?
2, 4, 6, 7.
7. Was I right? Is that what I guessed?
Yeah. But do you think this is too full?
No.
They're
it
like
should-
3/4 of the
it'll
way
puff
full.
up. Actually, I don't know how much it rises.
No,
Just
they're
a
pretty
little.
dense.
Okay. Can you do a video for hot wings?
Like making them?
We have a wing recipe video. Just put hot sauce on those.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pop these in the oven for I don't know how long, honestly. We can start with like
25.
Okay.
Oh, you're.
I'll check on them at like 15 though, and then I'm sure I was thinking more like 20. So pop them in 350. We'll check on them in 15.
Matt, did you ever get those video game recommendations from us viewers? Yeah, I went through them all. Me and Mega's been playing because I gave Mega my old computer. I built a new one. So last night we played Orcs Must Die 2 for like 4 hours straight. She got hooked on it.
My phone was at like 5% because we were on speakerphone because he's downstairs, I'm upstairs, and we like to communicate about like building the traps and how we're gonna kill all the orcs.
Yeah. And then we played Don't Starve together too. I really like that one too.
Yeah, I think I like the orcs one better. What do you like better?
I like the mixture of them both. But if I had to pick one, I feel like I like maybe Don't Starve a little better. But I get bored of it after a few hours.
I don't. Is there a reason Mega's spreading the dough instead of putting it in rows? That's just kind of what I did. There's no real reason. Because I didn't know, I knew I wasn't going to make all of them.
Do you guys do HIIT, high intensity interval training?
I've started to include it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. My workouts have been really different and all over the place lately. Minus us still continuing the Juggernaut method. The compound lifts we always do without fail. I really want to grow in those, and then more like other stuff is like more strength, agility, CrossFit stylish stuff.
Yeah. Can erythritol or stevia slow down weight loss? It can make you retain some water, especially erythritol, but no, they're non-caloric, so
I mean, in the sense, like not technically, but
you'll overeat them maybe.
it can cause you to want to eat more because the sweets are so palatable.
Is there a reason it's like dough instead of cake mix?
You mean like firmer?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's the coconut flour that made it because we used all coconut flour. If you used almond flour, it'd be a lot looser. But we've made this before, and it comes out just like dense and moist still, even though it feels firm.
The way these were scooped randomly is giving me anxiety.
In fact, it wasn't random. It was
You just
every
kinda
other.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Just ordered beef gelatin, I think, for a recipe. I missed that one.
Okay. Does it cook the same? No, it'll probably be a lot less time. So the cake would be like 45-ish. These will probably be 20, 25. We'll check on them and give you the exact time.
How about another meal prep budget video? We're working on that. For the new year, we're going to have some budget stuff. Going to have a macros video, I think. Going to have more like beginner stuff because a lot of people are beginning the diet on New Year's.
Yeah,
That's
so
the thing.
we got you covered there. It's only a couple weeks away. Is instant coffee okay for bullet? Absolutely. That's how I was doing it when I was drinking caffeine.
What's your rank in League of Legends? It's not very high. I'm really bad. It's like iron or something. I just got to level 30 and I'm in like the qualifying matches right now. Going to Disneyland and may stray away from keto. Any tips on making it easier when coming back onto keto?
You're just getting right back on track. There's no easier, yeah, it's going to probably be a little tougher because if you stray and you have like delicious carb foods, then, you want to keep eating those. Your body wants to. So when you come back, maybe just have be ready to meal prep something so you have some food to go in the fridge. Hard-boiled eggs, ground beef, you can add to a salad or just add in some broccoli or, just eat on its own with eggs. But aside from that, you just kind of have to get back into it.
Matt, you got me hooked on Travis Scott. His newest album is really great.
Is it?
I actually don't like Travis Scott that much, but a lot of people like him. His new album's okay. I haven't listened to the new Kodak Black album, but I really like him. So I'm looking forward to listening to that. Tips for keto on a cruise, or should I just try for low carb?
It's up to you. I mean, personally, I would stay keto, and cruises have buffets all day long, right? So breakfast is pretty easy. I'm sure they have eggs and they have some sort of sausage or bacon, and then lunch and dinner, just stay with the veggies and the meats. Stay away from the desserts. I've never been on a cruise, but I'm sure they have a big dessert buffet.
I've heard of them referred to as Walmart on the ocean.
So just don't go near, don't eat any of that stuff.
Yeah, I think...
be free with the drinking. That's something
if you
I
want
would
to drink.
do.
Yeah, I'm going to drink a lot on cruises.
Me too.
But, I mean, most of the valuable stuff that you're trying to get your money's worth isn't going to be the bread.
It's going to
or,
be
the
the
pasta.
meats.
Yeah, it's
I would just fill up on
stuff.
a bunch of I'm assuming they'd have what's it called?
What?
The meat that you come with au jus sauce, au jus.
What is that called?
Prime rib. I'm assuming they're going to have a big prime rib station. I would just eat a bunch of prime rib.
Dota 2 is greater than League of Legends. So I used to play Dota before you guys thought it was cool. Warcraft 3 custom game modes. I played that for 5 years straight. But Dota is pretty fun. I just got out of it since League of Legends became so popular. Project X, what's the ETA?
We're further.
Q2 2019.
I'm going to say
maybe.
so. That's the goal.
Can you use organic split pea flour? You could if you want gross tasting stuff. I don't know what the macros are on that.
I'm going to say it's not great.
Probably pretty high protein.
Yeah. Oh, and carb.
And carb.
I would think, but maybe not.
Any tweak to the waffle recipe you've tried that have really impacted the texture?
It's going to depend on the protein powder.
Yeah.
So Quest protein powder is going to make a really nice texture. And then when we use Isopure or NutriBio, which I prefer to use most of the time, it's drier.
You can add an extra egg yolk. You can add yogurt.
Butter on top.
Butter. You can add yogurt.
Yogurt. So Matt will sometimes add Kite Hill yogurt. That'll really help.
I made the gingerbread twice and it was dry even though I cooked for less time. Dry? I don't think this one's very dry.
I don't know. So we've gotten, this is our most controversial recipe.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
didn't know that.
Which is why I'm interested to make it live and see what happens. Every time we've made it, it's been really great, dense and moist. And most of the people have, but I want to say a good 25% of people say it just comes out really dry or it doesn't work at all. So we're doing muffins or cupcakes, so we'll see how it turns out.
How much grams of fat do you eat a day? It's going to be person specific, so what we do doesn't really apply to you. I eat maybe 170-ish, 180. Walmart on the ocean is correct, said someone.
What does that even mean? Just the food quality is so bad?
No, just the types of people.
Oh.
Just the environment you're in when you're at Walmart is the same on a cruise.
I really like the environment of Walmart.
You do?
Yeah, everyone's just I don't know, more just not down to earth, but just they're people. People are people. There's nothing about them that's too special, and there's so much product, and it's so big. I don't know.
Edsel Ford 70, Taylor 55.
Year?
No, the game, the basketball game.
Oh, I thought they graduated from Taylor Middle School in 55.
Are we talking Taylor Kennedy or Taylor Truman? It's a big difference.
We saw Equalizer 2. Someone said it's a good movie in theater with my dad. It was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. My dad convinced us to watch it.
Yeah, I think I might start playing Dota 2. I've been watching some streams of it. I might get back into that.
Would it be best to do the carnivore diet when starting off on keto? I wouldn't say best.
No, I mean, that's going to be a real jarring experience.
Yeah, and a lot more difficult. It'll probably, in your mind, be like, this is not possible to do. I think, like, going the opposite of the carnivore diet, maybe starting off with, like, I don't know, like, we started off with Quest bars.
I mean, everyone's different. There's some people that maybe do best with just cutting out everything, just doing meat. Maybe you're that type of person. I've heard it explained like there's abstainers and then there's moderators. There's two types of people. Some people do really well when you like have, a Quest bar every few days because you're a moderator. You need stuff in moderation. Some people, if you have a Quest bar, you end up eating, Chips Ahoy cookies. So
That's a terrible choice.
What?
There's better cookies.
Yeah, I mean, soft batch Chips Ahoy are really good though.
Ew.
Yeah, those are the best.
I like pecan sandies and golden Oreos are my favorite.
Your channel is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trying to make it awesome.
I've been keto and working out for 6 weeks and I'm down 23 pounds. That's great. I didn't read the rest of it because Matt.
It skipped around. It's so hard to get through the chats like this. Where was it?
I don't remember.
Okay. Just tried a Quest Hero Bar. It was delicious. My local gas station now has a keto-friendly snack section. What's your favorite flavor? Are they okay for on-the-go keto snacks?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely okay. They're just, like, too delicious. We don't get the hero bars. We'll get the normal ones.
Yeah, I think they're too delicious for me.
They make me want to eat a lot more. There was a period, though, I was eating them, like, every day.
I think the best flavor is there, like, a blueberry one?
That's the one
I like that one.
I could only eat. Because it doesn't have nuts in it. It's really good.
Can you heal leaky gut issues on eating meat only? I don't know, but I've heard it kind of explained by some people that seem to know as... You're not really healing the issues, but you're bypassing the issues.
By cutting everything out but meat.
So you'll probably feel some temporary relief if you have gut issues and you only eat meat, but it's not to say you're like really healing it. Some protocols I've heard for healing leaky gut issues is like a lot of glutamine can seem to help.
Like a probiotic course.
I feel like probiotics is like hit or miss with some people.
We have a podcast coming out next week with Ali Miller, and she talks about that on the podcast.
I honestly think most good info on healing leaky gut is just like more glutamine in your diet. You can even get a glutamine supplement. But look into it more. You could do some research on your own on that. New here, do you guys have keto meal plans on website?
Yeah, we do. We have some free meal preps. I think we have 3 of them.
3 or 4?
3. We have 4. One of them vegetarian though. And yeah, you can definitely check this out on KetoConnect.net. Depending on the cruise line.
I really like the environment of Walmart. Says only Mega.
I think there's other people who appreciate it as like not even appreciate it. I just like going to Walmart.
Why do you two live in Atlanta?
We chose to live here and we really like it. Good barbecue, pretty decent weather. We found Julius.
Cost of living is reasonable for living near a big city.
Yep, very reasonable.
Weather is good. It's a pretty good mixture of like weather, cost of living, and big city.
Yeah.
If you do like California, same kind of climate, it's just not as humid. You're paying like 4 times as much.
More. San Francisco?
Well, just somewhere in like Southern California.
Oh, if I was in Southern California, the weather would be exceptional.
Yeah, the weather is not the absolute best here. It gets cold in the winter for like 3 months. That's what we don't like.
Yeah.
I like Walmart, but Whole Foods is king.
I mean, yeah. You can't compare Whole Foods and Walmart.
Whole Foods really has it down. When you walk into the store, you just feel good about yourself. I don't know what they do.
Your book is really informative and amazing. Thank you.
Thanks.
There seems to be an issue with the amount of butter in recipe. Different amounts listed in video versus written recipe.
Is that true?
That was one of the comments. Like, we got a lot. But I've watched the video and I've looked at the recipe.
And they're the same?
And they're literally the same.
Okay. Well, putting it to the test here. I mean, the batter looked about right to me.
Yeah, that's what it always looks like.
Would you recommend I start keto after Christmas or before? Why would we be the authorities on when you should start keto?
I would recommend you start before.
I would recommend you start as soon as possible, but you're going to probably be more motivated on New Year's Day like everyone else is.
But then that might not last. If you start on December 17th, which is tomorrow, then you're a little ahead of the game and you might feel better by January 1st, and then you just want to keep going. You want to push it.
I mean, start eating healthy as soon as possible.
Yeah, of course.
And do the best you can.
It doesn't have to even be keto. Just eat healthy.
Man, sometimes it randomly jumps down to the bottom. I don't know why.
Can't wait for the next murder, yay!
Yeah, do you have a case?
No, I never have a case. I always have to search like vigorously on Wednesday morning.
Benefits of drinking exogenous ketones. In the other video, Mega was drinking some in the morning. I would say the benefits are pretty marginal, and I attribute most of them to the electrolytes in those, but...
Gives me a little boost of energy, and we're not doing caffeine, so that's why I was drinking them. But on any given regular day, I wouldn't be drinking them.
It's mainly an energy source, like a really readily available energy source. So that is, it gives you a little like of a pick-me-up.
Yeah.
That's really the main benefit. They're sold as like weight loss supplements, which they're not.
When it comes to frying, 2 questions. Which flour fries most similar to wheat? Which oil sticks to the flour best to meat and cheese? When I make the breading, it falls apart so easy. So we found the best breading for frying is pork rinds, but it's not going to be similar to wheat flour. Have we ever fried with coconut or almond?
Coconut, what?
Coconut flour or almond flour?
Yeah.
Okay, which is better?
I think coconut flour is more, it doesn't really get that crispy. Almond flour gets pretty crispy.
But pork rinds is the best.
I would say pork rinds is the best.
Is the crispiest. And then for frying, we'll do coconut oil or ghee.
For frying?
Yeah.
Yeah, ghee is just really expensive unless we get it at like Costco,
Bulk in
the
Costco.
cheap kind. Yeah.
Someone said congrats on your pregnancy. We are not pregnant. But thank you.
Are you going to be in a keto TV show? Not
no,
that I know
we
of.
are not. That's not the plan. What breed is Julius? Oh my god, my little beaner, he's sleeping right now in his sweater. He is a Yorkie Terrier mix. So he's half like small Yorkie and then half, we don't know, another Terrier, I believe.
It's done already?
It's been 15. We're going to check on it.
Been following you guys for 2 weeks or so. Already lost 10 pounds. Thank you so much for the info you guys share. That's awesome. Keep it up. Can you do keto scones that have good fat to protein ratio? Is our cookbook around here?
I believe.
We have a scones recipe in our cookbook. Do we have one on the site too?
I don't think so.
But as far as the fat to protein ratio goes, you can add butter always to make it better fat. But yeah, there's a really good scones recipe in here. Let's see. Why aren't you doing caffeine?
Just decided to cut it out for a while, and then I brought it back, and now I'm doing it again. We are family planning, so it'll be easier if I stop now.
We're family planning?
Yeah. Isn't that what people say?
I don't know.
We're trying to get pregnant? Same thing?
Did you guys have a high cal day this weekend? That's me today, usually most Sundays. Tipping the scale of pain today. No more food for now. Fine line between high cal and sick.
I don't ever get
I've
pain.
I've been there. When we did the cheat day for the video.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
I was like nauseous in bed for about an hour.
I don't think I've ever been there. Even if I push it, I don't get so painful. Maybe I naturally stop myself, but yeah, just take a break. Lay down for a little.
I'm trying to find the scone recipe. What? Oh, man, see, it always fast forwards me like that.
Right there. With the New Year's coming, can you do a beginner's guide to keto video? We are working on something. We're going to do macros. We're going to be doing budget stuff. So yeah, definitely wait for that.
What else do you guys think would be good for intro series? Something like a FAQ type video?
Yeah, we're open to ideas. Oh, they're right there.
Here's the scone, cinnamon walnut scone. This picture is really good too. The fat protein ratio, it looks like fat 14, protein 5.5, so that's pretty solid to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good recipe. Try that one.
If you have the cookbook. Hey, I've been doing keto 3 months now, down 44 pounds, but I've recently been bruising really easily. A lot of people have been talking about bruising, and I can't imagine why. I know like medications cause bruising, so I don't know if you're on anything.
Why are you guys fighting in the chat? Come on. What's going on with your lives?
Yeah.
Is fighting in chat really what you want to be doing right now with your life? Oh, online fights are just like, sometimes you feel like you just need to partake in them, but then the next like few hours, don't you just feel terrible about yourself? You're like, this guy just got the best of me. He had me like, snapping in a chat room online.
Yeah, I just not engage.
Please save and upload this live to your channel. We always do that.
Yep, they're always uploaded. Some of them have been randomly deleted, but we don't ever intentionally delete them. Is inulin okay as a fiber? Yeah. It's an okay fiber. I know like recently the Costco Quest bars replaced tapioca with inulin.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I smell the maple in my gingerbread cookies. Yay! Ooh. You made them into cookies? Tag us on Instagram.
They're probably going to be kind of
bready
cookies, yeah. Made your diner pancakes yesterday for breakfast, and they are my favorite low-carb pancakes now.
Nice.
Yeah, they're good because they're not, a lot of the low-carb pancakes are super sweet and just like egg
or they're just like
tasting.
Cream cheese and eggs.
Yeah.
It's like,
so these ones actually are more like you would get at IHOP kind of stuff.
So good. I remember we made them like 4 times after we made the recipe just to like taste test them again. We were just eating them for dinner.
Did you notice an impact on psoriasis when we introduced nuts to your diet?
I don't know. I don't really like correlate those kinds of things. I don't even remember when I started reintroducing, because I was still on like Western medication. So I was taking Cosentyx for my psoriasis, which was a godsend. It was so helpful. It cleared up everything pretty quickly. But now I'm off of it. So it's coming back, and I can't attribute it to the nuts or, just it coming back because I'm off the meds.
Yeah, we haven't had too much success with her psoriasis.
The only thing that I've noticed has really, really helped with like a drop in inflammation and because mine gets painful and itchy, is caffeine. When I cut out caffeine, I noticed a reduction in like inflammation of my psoriasis.
Bruising is usually vitamin A. Eat some apricot. Yeah, apricot doesn't really have vitamin A. You're talking beta carotene?
How many commands does Julius know? He knows quite a bit. Sit.
Roll over. He's not
stay,
good at roll over. Stay.
Paw. He does a half roll over.
Kiss. I like when he does kiss.
Yeah.
He does in your crate. He does potty. He does a lot.
He's just a bad boy most of the time, though. He does poop in the house when he wants to. I make your bread once a week. I add nutritional yeast to mine and top it with sesame seeds. Yeah.
Lester Suggs donates $5. What hair products does Mega use? Her hair is amazing.
Thank you. I only use one product. It's a 10. It's pricey, but it's the only product I've been using for years. I'll just spray it in my hair and then I'll leave it and I do nothing else to it. So check that out. I think they make it for men and women. It's a 10.
So Mega naturally has really nice skin and hair, I think, also.
Except my psoriasis.
Well, yeah, except that. But just like generally your skin looks like nice and soft and stuff,
Yeah.
Some people don't naturally have that. So I would put this to the exceptional person theory again. Just because someone looks like really good on the internet doesn't mean you should take their advice based on like the products they're using.
But it's a 10. A lot of women use it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Sure. But I'm just saying, like jacked guys, you don't necessarily need to take their lifting advice just because they're jacked. They could just be exceptional people.
Yeah.
Or taking steroids.
Let us see. Have you seen the American Meme on Netflix? What are your thoughts as internet influencers? No, we haven't.
We almost started it. It looks kind of enticing, but then it's like Paris Hilton. I'm just like, I'm done with Paris Hilton. She's old news, isn't she?
I don't know. Maybe she's new news now that she's on the show again. We should
Maybe.
watch. I didn't even think about it until yesterday when we saw the preview for that because we were scrolling through Netflix and I was like, oh man, we're internet famous. And Matt was like, yep. I was like, that's weird, right?
I didn't say yup, did I?
You said, yeah, we are.
It is weird, because like we watched the preview and I kind of understand it. You just like hold your phone up and talk to the internet all the time.
It's
weird.
such
like
a
we're
weird
doing it right now.
Yeah, like there's no one behind this little webcam. It's just a little webcam.
Yeah.
And like our pets, they just see us talking to the air constantly.
They probably don't even notice.
Our kids will. That'll be weird. Have you had any problems with keto changing your emotions into negative emotions? I've had a problem with it making me depressed or sad. I feel that when I haven't felt it before. I've only heard people say it's been a positive impact.
I haven't really heard, a lot of it making you depressed or sad, but I wouldn't continue it if that's the case, if you're not feeling good about it.
Yeah. Maybe correlate those feelings to the things you've introduced to your diet newly.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
And maybe try cutting that out and see how you feel. But yeah, I wouldn't stick to it myself.
Thoughts on Frank Tufano? I love Frank Tufano.
He's cool. We
watch
want
all
to
his
get him on the
videos.
podcast. I keep forgetting to message him. Is there an app you recommend to try keto? Any app really works. There's a ton out there. We personally use Chronometer. It tracks nutrients and minerals and all that cool fun stuff if you are interested. But I know people use MyFitnessPal. Chronometer just seems a lot more accurate to me than MyFitnessPal.
I adopted a Yorkie Terrier mix last month and she is amazing. What do you feed your puppy? Mine seems to be picky.
She's amazing and you adopted her? Is she a puppy? Because Julius was not amazing at 1 month.
Terriers love to sneaky poop, said someone. That's true.
Oh my, so many sneak poops. What do we feed him? We don't feed him anything special. We do get a grain-free diet. Right now, should I give the brand?
Yeah, if you want. Any good keto sweets recipes that I can make over the holidays that won't cause digestive problems for non-keto people? Just look for recipes that don't use too much erythritol. Maybe I would say 6 to 8 grams per serving max is what a normal person is going to be able to handle that doesn't normally eat erythritol. So just keep that in mind. You can even find some recipes that only use stevia. That's going to be your best bet.
Okay, I'm pulling these out. So the food we feed him, first of all, it's Crave. That's the brand. And we fed Miley that before, but we just look every time and we'll just find something that's grain-free, higher fat. And then these were in the oven for 22 minutes.
These feel good.
Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll let them cool for a sec.
If you move to Texas, you'll be sad all the time, says Lester Suggs. Lester Suggs sounds like a Texas name, doesn't it?
It does. It also sounds like a baseball player.
That's true, too. Well, there's Terrell Suggs. He's a football player.
At first, keto made me go up and down, major grouchy, but I'm good now.
Grouchy's a great word.
Grouchy. Yeah.
Grouchy. Oscar the Grouch.
Grouchy.
Grouchy. My mom always says grouchy.
Does she? That's so cute. It's such a weird word, grouchy.
Yeah.
I like it though, yeah.
What nationality is Mega? Me and my wife are in disagreement.
I am Indian.
100%.
What are the two things, Mr. Meg?
Probably Mexican.
So, I was in the grocery store today and one of the workers, he stopped and he's like, "Are you from the DR?" And I was like, "No, I'm from India." But what do people from the DR look like? I thought they are a lot more darker in complexion.
I'm surprised
Do you even hear me when I talk?
What?
Did you hear what I said?
I was looking for the next question.
Did you hear anything I said?
Someone said, "Are you from the DR?"
What do people from the DR look like? Are they darker in complexion? Right?
All I know is baseball players like Sammy Sosa, I think, is from Dominican Republic.
Okay, he looks very much
Dark.
from the DR.
He's very dark.
Yeah, okay. All right.
What's his name? Big Papa, the guy in the Red Sox, I think he's from the Dominican Republic. There's a lot of Dominican baseball players. So yeah, they're typically darker than you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't had Frank on the podcast yet.
We are planning to. Amazon Basics puppy pads for indoor poopers. We tried the pads, but guys, Julius just shredded the pads
He
up.
ripped the pads with his, he loves ripping stuff up.
He
That's
would
his
only
favorite.
eat the pads. He would never use the pads. He used it once in a while by accident, and then he would just rip up the pee to pad.
My big fat cat loves Crave.
Aww. So does ours. Our cat will eat literally anything, though.
I want to get your cookbook / Fat Bomb book. What's the website to order from? Just go to our website,
KetoConnect.net.
Oh. What is macro? Totally different meaning in French.
What does macro mean in French? Macro. Macro is macronutrient. So your fats, your carbs, your proteins. What foods are made up of?
Big Poppy, that's what it is. Okay. I do not like baseball. I don't watch much baseball at all. Big Poppy.
Oh, she was thinking Mexican. You thought Indian. Yeah.
Sammy Sosa is not dark. He's lighter than both of you. Okay, you're kidding.
Both
obviously.
of them. Matt?
Sammy Sosa is pretty dark.
You are Indian and eat beef? Yes. My dad raised me eating meat. So he moved to America, didn't eat meat until he moved here, but then he was eating cheesesteaks. I don't know, you kind of you assimilate, right? It'd be
A lot of the time.
Or you're cool and you go vegan and vegetarian.
Unless you hold
go the opposite.
It's like what
religious belief.
Hinduism?
My dad doesn't believe in God though, so wasn't like
there's no reason to not eat beef.
But if his parents knew, it wouldn't be great, obviously.
Okay. Oh, no.
What are you reading?
Okay. Are you relatively new to keto? You might be flushing a lot of toxins out of your body. See?
Or you're asking someone.
Oh, this is like a response to someone.
Yeah.
Okay. At what time do you guys start eating?
We usually have our first meal, so we'll have like a fat tea or fat coffee in the morning. First meal post gym usually. I would say like anywhere from like 11 to 1.
Yeah.
Like we didn't eat yet. We're going to eat right after our live.
Completed a 10-week Biggest Loser challenge a little while ago. Down 47 pounds. Thank you both for all your useful tips and advice. Will I find your cookbook at my local Costco in Canada? You rock.
Congratulations, first of all. That's great. And I don't know if it's at Costco.
Oh, apparently Sammy Sosa bleaches his skin? A lot of people are saying that. I feel like I gotta look at a picture now.
A lot of people do that.
Why don't you give Julius raw meat? I do give him a lot of raw meat.
We give him raw bone marrows. He loves those.
I'm just not fully committed to raw feeding full time, but we supplement a lot with raw meats.
Only because it's a lot of work, not because like there's anything bad to it.
Taste the muffins already. Okay, they're pretty firm.
Ooh. Very gingery. It's hot. Should I break it for you? Okay.
If you get a kid, that's a funny way to put it. At what age would you give her start eat keto? I don't know that I would have him start eat keto necessarily. I just have him learning about nutrition, eating whole foods.
Yeah, not like being keto necessarily.
Smells good.
Dense and moist, right?
Yeah. It's really made to pair with the icing, but yeah, it tastes perfect.
It's still really good.
Fabulous.
So 2 teaspoons is quite a bit of ginger.
I like that much.
I love the ginger, but like it is really strong. I would, if you're not a huge fan of ginger, dial the ginger back. Maybe pop in some more cinnamon. Really good, yeah. So you can make it as muffins. $3.50 for 22 minutes if you're gonna do muffins.
Yeah, I think you're right in not believing that toxins are a real thing. They're not. Unless you're just saying any negative thing inside your body is a toxin. Some people just use like a really ambiguous definition like that. Babies are born in ketosis. Breast milk is keto. See, I don't think breast milk is keto, is it? Isn't it like a lot of carbs in breast milk?
I don't know. It is really, really, really high fat.
Macros on breast milk?
I just wanted to see really quickly. Tracy Fisher made the cookies and tagged us on Instagram.
Oh.
Yay!
Share the picture.
They look so good. Oh, that cute little Santa. Do you think they can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Tracy.
Now you guys are making me look up breast milk macros.
Someone said that?
Google's going to blackmail me with this at some point.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. Breast milk macros. It's 3.8% fat. Wait, this doesn't seem.
It's for. Now we're both doing it.
Okay, you want to look it up?
Okay.
I don't necessarily think it's keto. Hi, my first live. I'm from Philly, but how can you start your child of she doesn't eat much rice or bread? So how can you start a child on keto? She doesn't eat much rice or bread.
Okay, so that's a great start right there. Maybe just introducing her like eating like fattier meats.
Yeah, healthy fats is a good way to start. Because most people, it's easy to take carbs out. You kind of know everything that has carbs. But a lot of people don't add fats in because they're so afraid of fat, and there's not a lot of fat even like in the American food supply at all anymore. Like everything in the middle aisles of the grocery store, other than candy bars, is basically low fat. Wouldn't breast milk depend on what the mother eats? Yeah, probably a little bit. Breast milk is breast milk. No macro count necessary. Yeah, but now I'm curious what the actual macros are. I mean, breast milk will differ depending on what the mother is eating, sure, but we have labels on cow milk, and that differs on what the cow's eating, right? I guess most of them eat similar stuff, though. You can't find it? It must be hard to find.
I'm in an article that talks about it. So it's 1.4, anywhere from that range for total proteins, fat, and then the rest is carbs. It is higher carbs.
Lactose. It's mostly carbs.
Yeah, it is mostly carbs. It's really low protein, moderate fat, and then higher carb.
Oh, no. It's 8.9 grams per deciliter fat, 6.4 to 7.6 lactose. So it is, the highest macro per calorie is fat.
It is?
The second highest is going to be carbs, and then protein is the lowest.
Okay.
That's what it seems to show in this
From this study.
Oh, okay. Now that we got that out of the way, tag us if you guys make the gingerbread cake or muffins.
Muffins or cake.
And if you guys want, I would recommend make the cream cheese frosting for these. It's
Absolutely.
Really good. Do y'all have any children already? No.
No, we don't. Can you suggest a hot dog bun that is close to being soft and fluffy? Buy or make?
Not really, no. Making is going to be really hard. You're probably better off buying, but it looks like you already tried buying one and it wasn't good. I feel like that's just kind of what you're looking, like that's what the options are.
You can just make keto bread and then like slice up the hot dog and layer it like a sandwich.
Yeah, that's probably better.
I know hot dogs are really fun to eat though. Is it true that if you are overweight, like 100 plus pounds, you don't need to add fats to your keto diet because your body will use that fat? Not sure. Someone told me that. Questionable.
A lot of people say that. I think it's worth playing around with for you personally. Yeah. What they're saying is the less calories you eat, the more weight you lose. Sure, that's true. But what's sustainable? Do you want to just be dropping as much weight as humanly possible? The right answer should be no, but most people would say yes to that. But find something that's a sustainable ratio to where you still feel energized and you can get things done throughout the day. So like, yeah, maybe you can cut 10 grams of fat away and lose weight a little bit faster and still feel just as good about the diet. But when you start feeling really tired and like you don't want to stick to it, then I would say not cutting the high fat part away.
Mega, I have a suggestion for psoriasis. Lysine helped me and wanted to share. Is this the same lysine?
Yeah, it's an
It's
amino
spelled
acid.
differently. Oh. We give lysine to Miley. It's her favorite treat ever.
Yeah, cats need lysine.
Should I be eating it with her?
I don't think so. Like, what's the dosage of lysine you were told that helps with psoriasis? Because you get a fair bit of it in food.
Phantom boy. Oh, okay. If you don't eat high fat, then your breast milk will be thin and baby will be hungry like every hour. So eat high fat and baby will be satisfied. There must be a lot of babies that aren't satisfied if that's true.
Well, I mean, this is a person on YouTube just saying things. But
I
yeah.
know, I'm just what's it called? Entertaining the idea, right? If that is true.
Yeah. Well, I just made eggs using beef tallow, Epic brand, instead of butter, and the taste is so different.
Yeah.
Butter tastes better.
Butter definitely tastes better with eggs. Mega, are you going to wait until you're 12 weeks to announce you're pregnant? Is that normal? I don't know how long I'm going to wait. I don't know what like the protocol is. Because like if you find out, aren't you just really excited and then you tell everyone?
Yeah, I think so.
But apparently you're supposed to wait. So if you know how long it's normal to wait, let me know. And then I can do that. I watched the Murder, She Ate episodes yesterday and enjoyed them so much. Keep them coming. Oh, you watched both?
You guys should open the first keto restaurant. We get that a lot.
It's just a lot. Like a brick and mortar, like all that business, like the overhead, the payroll, like all of that sounds like a lot.
We could be contractors and like silent partners. It wouldn't be silent though. It'd obviously be marketing and stuff. I'd be like a partner of a keto restaurant, but I'm not a chef. Like we'd have to get someone that knows what they're doing.
They would be on payroll. We'd have to have chef and like wait staff. We wouldn't run it.
Okay.
We would just open it and fund it.
Mega, it's L-lysine 500 milligram essential amino acid.
Okay, thank you. I will definitely. You're saying I get a lot of?
Yeah. 500 milligrams of lysine? That's not going to make any difference on a daily basis.
Is taking it on its own I don't know, like in powder form?
The recommended daily intake for lysine is 30 milligrams per kilogram. So an average person should consume around 2,100 milligrams of lysine a day. So I guess you're getting a little, you're taking like 20% of the daily RDA on top of that. But yeah, so like...
I mean, if it helped, I'll look into it. Thank you for letting me know.
I mean, 100 grams of beef has 3,500 milligrams of lysine. So 500 on top of that. In my mind, it's not doing much, but I mean, I guess it's worth looking into because you typically will eat...
Well, we can look up correlative studies for lysine and psoriasis. Maybe those exist.
I mean, you eat like 400 grams of beef per day.
I eat a lot of lysine.
You're getting like 14,000 milligrams, 14 grams.
Okay, go to the chat.
The wait is because of potential miscarriage.
Yeah, I do know that, but like how long until you're like safe to go? Oh, wait until the second trimester as to not jinx the pregnancy?
Yeah.
That's a long time to like know something and not share it with family and friends.
Dr. Berg recommends not eating chicken on keto. Do you agree? Does he recommend that?
I don't know. People say he recommends a lot of things. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree. Eat what you like. I would just say grocery store chicken is just going to be... We factory farm chicken like crazy in the U.S. So it's probably going to be
Not the best quality.
The worst quality of any option you can pick in the grocery store. Like even ground beef is going to be better.
But yeah, we love chicken wings.
Need a keto chip replacement to use with salsa. So there's pork rinds, Quest
But
chips.
pork rinds and salsa is going to be bad.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's going to be gross.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess the Quest chips is going to be best.
Yeah, but you just pour salsa on your eggs, man.
What about even the Parm crisp? Those could be good with salsa.
Oh, those would actually be really good. Yeah, do that. Like any cheese cracker.
Have you tried essential oils for the skin issues?
No, I haven't.
Someone sent you that one though, right?
Yeah.
Did you try it at all?
Yeah, it didn't really help.
I give lysine to my kitty for herpes. Cleared it right up.
Yeah, we gave it to her for her eye too.
She doesn't have herpes though, I don't think. But apparently when we got her, that's what they told us.
Come here.
But she just has a blocked tear duct.
Oh, someone's sleepy. He just took a big nap. Hey, buddy. He loves his sweater. It came out of the dryer, and Matt threw it at him, and he took it, he ran over to the couch, and he was laying on it until I put it on.
Wait until the kid's 18 to tell everyone.
That's probably the best idea. So you're not, like, told how to raise them. In the professional world, a 3-month announcement is typical. Okay.
Oh, flackers with salsa, that could be good too.
I don't think that'd be great either.
Lavish bread, cut and bake,
Yeah.
makes great chips.
The tortillas and lavish bread. I love you. Here, sit on daddy. Hey guys, I made your keto bread yesterday night. I am toasting it while you cook. Yum. Pork rinds and salsa are amazing together. I'm originally from Louisiana, now live in Mexico. It is a staple in my house in both places. Nice.
Julius matches the muffin tray.
Did someone say that?
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Quickest suggested way to get into ketosis. It doesn't
Eating
matter.
a keto diet.
Why do you want to get in? Why are you in this quickest mindset? Everyone asks this. It's really annoying to me because what is the benefit of getting in ketosis quickest?
Yeah.
Most people, 95% of people who lose weight regain it. So does getting into
something quick
matter? It's mostly about making long-lasting changes. So you're in the 5% that successfully lose weight, if that's your goal, or you're just trying to develop better eating habits, healthier diet. It's about longest. It's not about quickest.
I would agree.
Maybe with dog meat.
What?
To get into ketosis fastest. I don't know. I was just reading it. How many carbs do you guys eat a day?
It varies.
Varies. Sometimes 0, sometimes
Yeah.
up to like 50, 60.
My lowest is probably like 10, 15. And then, yeah, up to like 50.
Winding down here, guys.
How long has it been?
Hour.
All right. Oh, it's 104. So
Room 104.
tag us if you made our muffins, cake, and for those of you who it turned out dry for, I'm not sure what to say.
Because it's not really dry. It's exactly how I remember it.
Yeah. I'm sorry though.
Pick an awful name to tell everyone for the baby, so when you tell them your real name choice, they'll love it.
Caius is the awful name. That's what Matt wants.
Give Julia some muffin.
No, it
you
has
can't have
erythritol
those.
on it.
What do you think about green juice? I think it's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I don't drink it. What are you looking to get from the green juice, I guess? What's the goal?
You can eat vegetables.
Some people want to lose weight fast for like a wedding or other function. No, all people want to lose weight fast.
Yeah.
And losing weight fast doesn't work. It doesn't matter like what it's for really. It's about making like changes that you sustain through life.
Because also, if it is for a wedding, like your wedding date 6 months in advance, you have at least, so you have like a solid 6 months. So it shouldn't be like down to the wire. Last month you need to drop 20, 30 pounds,
Only 5% lose weight successfully. Yeah, 95% regain.
Will you do any more parody skit videos?
Yeah, probably. We just have to come up with one. Usually it's like a spur of the moment type thing.
Yeah, Matt just like springs into action.
I have this one I've been wanting to do. It's a series on keto stereotypes, which we've kind of done before, but it would be more of like a backstory on specific ones. Like I have this biohacker guy in mind that I'm gonna maybe create a character of. And then I feel like maybe like some kind of skit where we're in an office setting where someone makes cake pops all the time and you have to say no. I don't know. There's like a couple funny skits I have.
Do you feel like you have competition like other vloggers? You compare their views and likes? No,
Not
not
really.
at all. We don't compare.
I don't really actively compare. It's mostly about the amount of effort you put in and the amount of like quality. It's not about the views, because the views and the likes, that's just the end product of the work. So the work is what really matters.
Yeah. And if you really enjoy what you're doing, you're putting out good content, like people are going to be attracted to that, I would say.
Okay, last one. Standard American Diet Connect would be a funny parody. Yeah, we should do that.
Someone said that, yeah.
That'd be great. Multi-level marketing. That's the last kind of. Did you like that one? The multi-level marketing one, the prove it one?
Yeah, it was all fun.
Okay.
I don't like love skit videos. People seem to like them.
We're not that good.
Yeah, I'm not that good. For me, it was easiest to ease into keto. Helps avoid keto flu. I've lost 50 pounds over 9 months and I'm loving the results. That's amazing. That's what I like to hear. If you're not someone who can do cold turkey, don't force it. Ease into it. Make it something that like you can stick to and, turn into more of a lifestyle.
Matt, did you read the milk book yet?
No. Never will.
I had some raw A2 milk last week. I know you've talked about raw cheeses before. Thoughts on raw milk cream? I had knee pain for days after you had it.
We do drink raw milk and raw cream.
I made yogurt out of some raw milk, and I've been getting raw cream in my coffee.
Have you had any issues that you can think of? You're just making this hole bigger.
Oh.
There's a hole in his sweater. Matt's just shoving his finger in it.
No, I haven't noticed any real differences
No, me neither.
with it. All right, guys.
We love you.
That's it.
We will see you next Sunday before Christmas.
No, we'll see him Wednesday with
Oh, Murder, She
Murder,
Ate
She
on
Ate.
Wednesday.
guys.
Have a great Sunday.